students. Welcome to PE on May 12th, 2020. So our agenda for today, we're going to start talking about nutrition today. We will go over our mindfulness practice again. May is Mental Health Month, our Mental Health Awareness Month. We'll talk about the conditioning piece, our challenge, and finish with the assessment. So our objectives today, we're going to identify and classify foods from different food groups. We'll practice mindfulness, and you'll increase your muscular strength and endurance. So let's take a look. Nutrition. There are two major components of nutrition. There are macronutrients and micronutrients. We will get into the micronutrients next class, so Thursday. Let's take a look at our macronutrients. We have three macronutrients. We have carbohydrates, also known as carbs. We have protein, and we have fats. So as you can see here, we have a couple pictures of a variety of carbohydrates. Unrefined carbohydrates, basically unrefined meaning kind of raw. We have fruits, we have vegetables, grains, beans, and potatoes. In general, that's the bulk of the carbohydrate group, right? You can see we have bananas, oranges, strawberries. What do we got? Grapes, apples, oranges, pineapples, some blackberries, raspberries, lots of fruits. When we come over to our vegetables here, looks like a yellow squash, some artichokes, corn, peppers. What else is in here? Asparagus, more peppers, eggplant. All those are unrefined carbohydrates. Now, what we think of as refined carbohydrates when we take, usually it's grains that have been processed, made into flour, corn flour, wheat flour, etc., and baked and turned into other products. So breads and baked goods, pastas, sugars and candies, and sweetened drinks. Look over here, we can see we got lots of breads, waffles, donuts, some candy. While delicious, they're considered refined carbohydrates. All right, of the two, which is the healthier choice? Take a moment, think to yourself, refined carbohydrates or unrefined carbohydrates? Yep, the unrefined carbohydrates. Okay, let's take a look at protein. Protein, we have beef, fish, chicken, pork, legumes, and dairy products. Those are all good sources of protein. One way to look at it, or to think of protein, is if it came from something with a face, it's probably protein. Now here we have just a variety of different proteins. Lean beef, chicken, fish, tofu from soybeans, right? Legumes, eggs, tuna. Now, some people may say, eggs, what are you talking about? Again, like I said, if it comes from something with a face, chickens have a face, it's most likely protein. There is a considerable amount of protein in eggs. All right. Where do we want to source our protein from? High quality meats. These are going to be from animals that are raised free outdoors, eating their natural foraged foods. Lower quality meats come from factory farmed animals, raised in non-natural environments and fed low quality food. So cows that live on a farm that get to wander around and graze on the grasses that are around the farm and the pasture are going to eat much higher quality protein than those cows that are on a factory farm where they just get feed, which is a lot of corn usually, which cows don't digest. They don't digest it well. Same thing for chickens. Chickens that are allowed to forage. Chickens don't just eat grains, they will eat insects and other things that they are able to scavenge as they wander around. Not so much those chickens that are in the factory system where there's barely any space for the chickens to move around and they just get chicken feed. Same for fish. There are low quality fish that are kept in fish pens and just fed fish food. So if you have a choice, higher quality is better. It usually will cost more, but long-term health-wise, if you are paying a little bit extra for protein now, you may not have as many health issues later on, which can cost you a lot of money. All right, fats. In general, nuts, seeds, and oils are considered fats. So what are we looking at here? These are a sampling of healthy fats, right? We have some nuts down here. We got pecans, fish. While fish is definitely a protein, it has high quality fat in it that is essential. We do need fat to live. Okay, fat is essential to our health. We just don't want to overconsume unhealthy fats. So we have what could be some avocado oil or olive oil here, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, almonds, avocado, all a great source of healthy fats. All right, we're going to get into our mindfulness practice number 8 in the series. So sit back. Hopefully you're in a good place right now where there's some quiet and you can practice your mindfulness.
So welcome back to Basics and to Session 8. Now, today, I'd like you to pay special attention to your mood or the emotional quality of the mind. So the last few days we've been looking at this as we scan down through the body, just starting to get a sense of, just the general color of the mind. So is there a sense of anger or happiness, excitement or frustration? It's useful to notice, and often when we check in with the body, we become more aware of that. Sometimes it can be really hard to get a sense of what the mood is. And it doesn't matter at all if we don't have a conclusive answer. It's more about the process of just observing, having a sense of how we feel. And that can be useful not only as we head into the exercise each time, but also as we head into our day as well. So, knowing that there is no good or bad in meditation, we're not looking to judge the mood or emotion in any way. We're simply looking to become more aware of it. Right now, though, all you need to do is to get comfortable. Make sure that you're sitting upright in a place that you're not going to be disturbed. Eyes open. Soft focus, just aware of the space around you. And then when you're ready, just taking some big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Remember to focus on that sensation, the lungs expanding as the body fills with air, muscles softening as the body exhales. And with the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes, feeling the weight of gravity just pressing down into the chair, into the floor, Those different touch points, sensation, the weight, the hands and the arms just resting on the legs. So just taking a moment to settle into the body. Then just beginning to settle into the space around you. Starting to notice the different sounds, just allowing them to come and go, not thinking about them, just noticing. And then just bringing the attention back to the body again. So first checking in with the physical sensations, whether it feels heavy, light, restless, still. And then as you scan down through the body, just noticing those areas of comfort and discomfort. And just noticing maybe the mood that the scans tinged with. So whether there's a sense of nervousness, excitement, happiness, sadness. And no right, no wrong, just gently scanning down towards the toes. Anytime the mind wanders, just gently coming back to the body again. Again, don't worry if there's no particular mood that's obvious, it's fine. But as you begin to notice the breath and the movement of the breath, just noticing if the mood in any way influences that. So if the breaths are very short or shallow, perhaps reflecting one type of emotion. They're long, deeper, perhaps reflecting a different type of emotion. Not thinking about it, just noticing. And then just to help you focus on that sensation of the breath, just starting to count the breaths in your own time now. So remember that idea of blue sky. Nothing to do, nothing to create. Allowing the clouds to come and go. Noticing when the mind's been distracted, noticing when it's wandered off. Letting go and coming back to the breath. Picking it up from the number we left off on. And then just letting go of that focus on the breath. And just for a few moments, allowing the mind to do whatever it wants to do. And then just bringing the attention back into the body again. So just coming back to that feeling of contact. The weight pressing down, the feet on the floor, the hands and the arms on the legs. Starting to notice the sounds, the smells, any sensations, and the space around you. And then when you're ready, just gently opening the eyes again. Pause for a moment before you even move, just to notice how it feels. Sense an idea of carrying this quality of mind with you into your day. Just appreciating that feeling of stillness and clarity for a moment. And as you sit there, as you have a stretch, just reflecting on that idea of emotional quality of mind, of mood. Again, don't worry if there was nothing obvious. Sometimes there's not. But occasionally as you check in, we're checking in with the body, we're checking in with our thoughts, our feelings, the mind. We might just start to see, these stronger emotions. And it's in becoming aware of them that we're able to let go of them. If we're not aware of them, then it's very difficult to let go of them. So this is a really important part of the process. And hey, look, as you scan down, you may not discover any kind of challenging emotions. It might just be sort of pure happiness, pure joy, and actually you're much happier than you realize. But whatever it is, remember that there is no right or wrong. And at this stage, all we're doing is familiarizing ourselves with that feeling of observing the mind, allowing it to be as it is. I look forward to seeing you back here for session 9.
Welcome back. Our conditioning piece today. You're going to do 100 burpees as quickly as you can. So just reminders, make sure your chest is touching the ground at the bottom of the movement. And to finish the movement, both feet jump off the ground. A guideline in general, this should take somewhere between probably 8 to 16 minutes. There are some of you that may approach the 8-minute mark. That's a pretty aggressive time. That would be fantastic. 12, 16, and some of you may take a little bit longer than 16 minutes. But ideally that 8 to 16 minute window is great for the burpees. Okay, so make sure you keep track of how long it takes you. And a reminder, our progressive overload challenge is day 12. So today you're doing 12 push-ups and 24 squats. Hopefully you've been keeping up with this. While there may be some soreness It should be getting a little bit easier each day as you are progressing through these push-ups and squats. All right, to find the assessment, go to Schoology for the link. This presentation, the slide presentation, will also be on Schoology, and you can see the replay of this video on the YouTube channel. So have a wonderful day, enjoy your workout, and hopefully you are a little bit more informed on the basics of our nutrition.